there's some people that are blind and people with a vision.
Mm-hmm.
And if you feel like you want to do something, God's put that thought in your head.
Exactly.
He's put that desire in your heart.
Mm-hmm.
So that's your vision. You have to go chase it, okay? If you feel like doing something, don't let anyone let you down. Andre fell in the lake. Way is the most... I can't read. Okay, guys.
So, there are 293 ways to make change for $1. Snapple fact.
What?
That's on the Snapple
Okay,
thing.
we got Snapples,
I don't know what
guys.
that means, but
Anyways,
that's our drink for the
welcome
podcast.
back. Today we'll be talking about how Andre fell in the lake. And my dream goal in life.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, stay tuned for that.
Yeah. This is podcast number 7.
Scuff beginning.
Honestly, but I mean,
Let's get to it.
yep, let's go.
How's your week been?
It was a great week, bro.
Great week, honestly. I've been hyped for this.
The whole week we've hung
Spring
out and
break's
did
coming
stuff.
up. Oh yeah, man.
No, we didn't miss a single day.
And weather.
Literally, the weather was like 70s all day.
And about that boxing fight, guys, if you know, I caught the dub. You know.
You did.
Yeah, it was a close one.
It was, but you ended up
you're
winning. And
But yeah.
Now the next fight is just me versus you in the summer, kind of, at least for now, in June.
Huh?
But that's a while until then, so.
Yeah. I feel like I try to make the weekends and stuff I try to hype it up so I like get through the school week and then I'll literally listen to like certain songs on like the end of the week so it's like hype, you know?
Yeah.
It's because that's how like
I have
the route
specific
things are.
songs at the moment
Yeah, you
right
know?
now that I'm listening to
Mhm.
all the time, and like motivational stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of things to get me through the week.
Yeah, it's sick.
But yeah.
Also, there's this thing I realized. So, like, first of all, just like TikTok itself is like just like crazy how it works and stuff. We always say this, but like, so there's like some songs or like, you know when there's like some audio and also like a little song in it too.
Yeah.
So or like so there's some of those songs that are like really old or dead songs, and imagine the people that don't know they have that, and their song just randomly blows up on like Spotify and stuff. You know.
But just because of
It's
TikTok,
crazy,
like,
yeah.
one video on
And,
TikTok
like,
could
old
get millions
songs
of
and-
views. Like,
Honestly.
if you want to blow up, TikTok at this moment in life is the easiest platform to blow up. I cannot talk once again.
Yeah,
like last
Andre
week.
is not able to speak
Yes.
this week.
After I fell in the river, stuff went wrong this and like last week. But yeah, I'm trying my best. At
Yeah,
least,
so yeah,
might
sorry
not
about
go that
if
well, but.
anything. But yeah. So this is kind of like so you kind of grew up in Romania, right?
Mhm.
What was that like?
I don't know. It's like. Oh, I kind of grew up in like the city-ish, kind of, but like.
Romania?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't like the farm area, but like.
Were you there at one point though?
Yeah, I mean, we would visit there.
Yeah.
But it wasn't much different because it wasn't really a city-ish. It was kind of like here, but like.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, it was kind of different in terms of I was small and like didn't really know much or like didn't
Was
really.
it more free-ish or stuff? Were you still like go out and explore or stuff?
Not really.
Because you were in the city.
I feel like we wouldn't do much. The only exploring, I mean, we had woods in the back of our house. So I was able to go whenever I want, like
That's
deep
so
woods that would
sick.
go so far, like
Holy
very deep in the
Bro,
woods.
that's
So
like a dream right there.
honestly, I wish that could be like close.
Bro, I always say this and stuff, bro. I wish I can have that. Just like a woods in your like property of like land.
Yeah, I would go.
So
I think we
sick.
built a swing at one point,
Bruh.
me and my friends, and we were just
Really?
swinging around
Holy.
by like some lake thing, and we would jump in
Yeah.
sometimes. It was sick.
That's so sick.
And we would also cook.
you, you would jump in the lake.
We would also collect like these flower things that we could make like a sick drink or whatever. That
Like
was like from nature. You could
Tea
make
or something?
kind of, but it was like a sweet drink that was lit.
Oh,
so, like,
that's so sick.
like out of nature. Like everything was from nature. Just water and those
Damn.
specific flower things.
That's so sick.
I forgot what
and
it's
you
called.
knew it and stuff?
Uh-huh.
Damn, that's so... If you can know that and stuff.
It was sick.
Is there anything else or stuff? Like...
Not really. Other than
experiences?
that, just like hanging out with friends and getting hit by rocks in the face and all that. Like, I still have a scar.
That's the Romanian thing. We got Nerf guns here. They had rocks in
Uh-huh.
Romania.
It was different back then too.
Yeah.
And like, yeah. Other than that,
So-
when we went to the farm area, it was just like ATVs and like
Oh yeah,
those
those
places,
are
you
kind of
know,
like
yeah.
big there, right?
And
Kinda
animals.
cars. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
animals. That's sick.
That's the main thing that
Yeah.
I did at least. And I wasn't aware of what I was doing mostly. Like, I was aware, but I mean, like, I was young, so didn't know much and like didn't really take advantage of my
Exactly.
time and all that.
And that's also a big thing. Like, they say this in song stuff. It's like just for one moment, just like even if you like kind of notice it, just pause and just take it in. You know,
Mhm.
just like take a deep breath or something,
Yeah.
and just it's because it's sick. Because you're gonna wish that you did it again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can never do like once
Yeah.
time goes.
And
you
I
grow
like
up.
kind of like approve that message. Like I wish I could do it again. Some
Yeah.
moments.
At least my
And if
childhood.
I took it in more. But yeah.
Even though I still have a decent part of my childhood to go
Yeah.
through, but I wish the parts that like some parts I miss.
Yeah. Also,
Some
kind of
stuff.
like. I wish I did more crazy stuff before when we were hanging out. Because
Yeah.
it's coming kind of to an end-ish. Not really. Actually, we still have a long way. But I feel like it's just like more stuff and growing up, you know.
Mhm. Growing up always
And
adds
also
more
losing
pressure.
stuff.
And yeah.
Like that when you were a kid and you would do.
Yeah.
Like Lego days and
Honestly.
and the old video games. Holy man.
Stuff changed. You could
OG
tell
Need
time
for
went fast because like I think I had the PS3 like a
Oh,
couple
yeah, and
years
we'd always
ago.
play
We would play
Minecraft
like
days.
Resident Evil and like
Oh,
all
yeah.
those on the PS3.
Oh my
And now we're on the
gosh.
PS4 already
Yeah,
and like
and,
almost
that's
PS5 actually.
Yeah, that's like that takes a
Holy
long
crap.
time.
That's
How-
like 7
how long-
years or something.
Exactly. Bro,
Time went
that's
so
crazy.
fast and it's like now we're here and it's like
Man,
enjoy your days each and every day because like
exactly.
once they're
'Cause
gone.
you're not gonna remember the video game days. You know, you have to go out and do stuff.
Yeah.
And even if it's not that crazy, or you know, just try to
That's a
make
big
it crazy. To remember,
Mhm.
to remember it. So I was also watching some old. I also can't speak, guys. But I was also watching some old Logan Paul today, like the old videos.
Yeah, those are lit.
Because in my opinion, his things used to be better. Like he used to
Vlogs
be
and
sick.
stuff, yeah.
He still kind of is, but I just don't really watch him anymore.
Yeah, he
Bruh.
changed a lot,
Mhm.
but I used to watch his videos like all the time.
Bruh, it was so sick. It was some memories and stuff.
And the crazy part is, I would watch Jake Paul too, but now everyone thinks Jake Paul is like a loser or like someone, the most annoying person of all
Yeah.
time. But like, I used to watch his videos and stuff. Like, they weren't that
Yeah,
bad back
those
then.
days.
I mean, life changes, and
Remember the beef between them and stuff?
yeah, that was
Bruh.
sick.
Now that I think about it, it was probably just most of it just staged and stuff. but
Maybe, yeah.
It's
Probably.
good in the moment, you know?
Uh-huh.
That's another thing about growing up.
They made lots of cash off those songs, roasting
Yeah.
each other. They
Holy.
each had like 300 million
Because it
views,
was
like,
both their fans, like, I was
uh-huh.
checking it out. and stuff.
Honestly, like,
That's like two channels combined that are big.
and everyone believed the beef between them. Like, no
yeah,
one really.
honestly, I kind of did. back
Me
then.
too. Like,
Yeah,
I believed
for
it
sure.
too. Like, I don't know if it was real or not, but I believed it.
I
and I was-
memorized like Logan's whole diss
Uh-huh.
track. Holy.
Yeah. That was the
So
2016 days.
Oh
I
yeah,
think that was exactly
2016.
2016.
Wow.
Like the year that everyone's saying was like one of the best.
Mhm.
Which I kind of agree with because there was many things.
I don't really remember that much.
Me neither, but
I don't
I don't
really
know.
have a best year. I feel like just life in general.
since everyone says 2016 was the best, I just say 2016. But I don't really remember much
Yeah.
as well from that year.
And also, this is the thing. You shouldn't be like, okay, only this one year of my life was
Yeah.
great. Make every year the greatest life, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Make decades the best decade.
Yeah.
Make like your whole lifetime
Uh-huh.
has to be the best lifetime, you know? Don't think years, think your whole to the end of your years, you know?
Mhm.
Keep making it great.
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
I just realized in the decade from when I was 10 to 20, like I'm about to be 20 next year. That was the best decade so far. Even though like I only had two,
Yeah, that's a great time.
but like
Most
that was
praise.
insane. Like, that's the best time from when you're 10 to 20, or like even up to like 23. Ish, you're still kind of like able to do most things. Like you have a more free time than like an adult would or all that. Like you could still like enjoy your life and go out there and do
Yeah.
like the craziest
That-
things. Like
You might think that you're like really like stressed out and it's hard with school, but this is actually like the freest you'll probably be, unless you're
Yeah.
like, you know, with a sick job in the future. But you know, you have
Mhm.
to take this time. Don't waste it.
Mhm.
Especially like kids now. Back then, they would be all day outside. You know, they'd be in trouble
Yeah.
for being outside too long.
Uh-huh.
Now people are like have to get forced to be outside.
Yeah, that's
It's kinda
crazy how
sad.
that happens. Like,
Yeah, it's changed like that over time.
I always want to go outside as much as possible, and like the time that I'm inside, I'm not even on TikTok and stuff. I'm just grinding towards like
Yeah,
my goals and all
constant
that.
grind, man.
Honestly,
You're kind of lit, man. You're always doing grind and stuff.
yeah, I'm trying my hardest.
Yeah.
'Cause if you work hard now, you won't have to work as much in the future.
Exactly, and people that work like you, because I know that you have like a dream and like a vision. You know, most people don't have that, which is like kind of a rare thing nowadays. So that's sick, you know.
Yeah.
Best duo out there.
Honestly. And at this time, I kind of hate that people always, at least the people that I know and all that, most of the people are always like 9-to-5 jobs and all that. I hate that because they don't know there's more opportunities out there.
Exactly.
Like, there's so much more things you can do. And
yeah,
like,
people just don't know it. Which is also, you have to try to help other people. Like, if you're living it, you know, you're someone that you know could not be. So you have to always, like, you know, try to, like, hang out with them or just, like, because, you know, you could, like, change things in a big way. I didn't really have a big vision until I started hanging out with you. And we both, like, grew from each other and stuff, you know, in that goals and stuff.
And that's the thing, hanging out with the right people.
Yes,
that can push you towards your goals and like motivate you to do most things.
It's that, or just if you're aware of what's right and wrong, then that won't even be a problem.
Yeah.
You know?
Being aware is a good thing.
Yeah. Because you have to be like also living life, but like aware and stuff, which we learned recently from that ball.
Yeah, that was
holy. So
that was so dumb thinking about it, but like not really. It
was kind of sick because in the moment we were freaking out, but I knew in the back of my head this is gonna be a sick memory.
That memory I'm never gonna forget.
I'm kind of proud of that happened.
Honestly,
best fall of the century.
Yeah, by far. There's no other fall that can like.
That was so sick.
That was a funny fall, dude.
Yeah.
Do we just like say it now? I guess why not? So like, there was this like, I don't know, was it like?
So it's like a waterfall.
Yeah.
But it was
small, kind of.
So it went down, right? So it was like a step down where the river was. Because it wasn't really big, like a little pond, and it went down a waterfall.
Yeah.
Maybe like 3-4 feet. But then, and there was a little spot where the water was just skimming the ground. And we were like, okay, we can cross it with our bikes, right? And then
So at first, we wanted to not cross it with our bikes and just walk across it.
That was my idea.
But then I just thought that why not try not to get my shoes wet and go with the bike.
He was scared about getting his shoes wet.
So we decided to go across it with the bike. But at the end of the path, there was like this ridge that went up. So it was like...
Yeah, like a big step.
A big step. And so it was hard to get across. So now thinking about it, there's no way for the bike tire to get across that.
That's what I was kind of thinking, but I thought we could put our foot down, and that didn't really work because you didn't explain.
So when I reached the ridge thing, my bike tire hit it, and I tried putting my feet down, but my left foot went down first, and I realized it slipped a little, and it like went into deeper water, and I fell.
He went almost fully. He was neck deep,
and so I fell sideways into the whole water. I was neck deep swimming at one point, trying to get to the surface.
Hands, like swimming.
Honestly, I had to.
His bike was fully under the water, only the tip sticking out.
So when I got out, I was like, there was this guy watching us too. So I just gave him a thumbs up and said I was okay.
Oh my gosh!
When I realized what was going on, my bike was fully underwater, so I had to pick it up.
Bro, I literally felt like I was dreaming. I was like, no way that just happened. That was too, because we were so hyped for that day. Honestly. And honestly, I think that turned out better.
Yeah, and also this was like in the winterish, like the colder days, and like so we had to wear like sweaters and a bunch of clothes.
Yeah.
I was wearing long pants, and sweat, and everything got soaked.
And
the water was like 30 degrees, and it was freezing. We were like 30 minutes away, and we only had bikes, so.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We were kind of panicking, but. Honestly, it's always good in those situations to think about the good stuff, and he even says this like in the Bible. I'm pretty sure, like, you know, focus on the good in every like when things are bad.
Yeah, and in the end, I just pulled out my bike from the water like That bike, I like it was kind of like heavy to do, but I just pulled it with the amount of adrenaline.
He had a whole like huge log on it.
Huge log stuck
He
to it. And I
pulled it
pulled
out.
both of those out like it was nothing. Like it was an easy little pull.
You have to jump in the lake before you work out, man. You're
Uh-huh.
adrenaline, you're not gonna feel
Honestly,
anything.
like that was crazy. Like, I feel like I could go like 700 rounds in a box
The
if
real
I not
question
feel
is-
nothing.
Would you do it again?
Honestly, if we were to record it and like
We
maybe,
recorded
but
it,
like we should if we were to if
I was
you
kinda
would have
thinking.
recorded it.
because I thought it was gonna go well. You know, we don't
Yeah.
really fall like that.
Exactly. We didn't expect to fall in the river like.
Holy. And we were confident because we had a big space in between both.
Uh-huh.
But we actually got really lucky. We fell on the
Yeah.
side that wasn't the waterfall drop.
Yeah, so if I fell on the other side, I would have fallen
Yeah.
head first into a 4-foot drop
And you can't
to
get up
water
from
that I
there.
don't think was that deep, dude. I would have had like I would have been like kind of
Swimming.
almost dead
And
too.
also,
like, I don't know.
it was a
what
big
happened.
drop from the ground, so you
Yeah,
couldn't
like
get
I
up.
could have get like that could have been bad, and the bike would have fallen on top of me too. Like
And you would have lost your bike.
yeah, that would have
Phone
been,
would've
so
soaked.
bad. Like my phone, I'm happy it was
Yeah, the speaker was a little
waterproof,
screwed,
and now
but
we're
we
doing the
saved it.
podcast on that
Oh,
phone.
yeah.
That fell in the river.
Let's
So
hope
yeah.
the quality's good. Imagine.
Uh-huh. That would be bad if it's not, but I think it should be good. I cleaned the speaker and everything and like
Yeah.
washed the clothes. So everything in the end turned out well. So now that memory
Uh-huh.
I will always have for the rest of my life.
Exactly. That's so sick.
I'm never gonna forget that. That was
Yeah, how could you?
too funny.
Best fall ever.
That was 10 out of 10.
Honestly.
Honestly, yeah, I was really thinking about doing it again. If like
Bro, we should get bathing suits too again.
honestly,
Not even.
no one really. You're not really allowed to swim in that river too. Like there's
Well-
ducks and stuff. I mean. No one said nothing. I swimmed in it. I swam in the river.
This man was swimming in March.
I
think
did
you
not expect to
that,
swim
yeah.
in March. Yeah, in 30-degree water too. But at least I could say
Holy-
I did the cold water
Yeah.
thing. You know, I like
We
people.
can get into that the Wim
Uh-huh.
Hof method.
You do that.
So
stuff,
yeah,
too,
yeah,
like-
yeah. So there's this method. I don't know if you guys know. So this guy Wim Hof, he created this method where it's breathing exercise, and then the freezing cold water and temperatures.
Mhm.
And it's like it's supposed to be good for you, like kind of mentally, and like helps you deal with stress, because like when you're in the water, it's like stress. You know, you're like trying
Yeah.
to like survive.
Uh-huh.
And also it's also for your kind of like your immune system, I think it says. Or
It
something
does.
like
I
that.
think it helps your cold water.
And
helps
it's
your
also
immune
good to get the breathing exercise. You take really deep breaths,
system. Uh-huh.
like fully everything you have in and then fully everything out. You know, which is kind of good
Yeah.
to do, just because when you're breathing normally, you're only using like a little bit of your lungs. You know,
Mhm.
you're just like really lightly breathing. But yeah, you're considered a professional. Wim Hof.
I didn't even need to
almost
do the
dived
breathing.
in at first.
Literally. At one point, I might have been completely submerged underwater too, and like I got up and tried to swim. I
Holy.
touched the bottom. Thank God I had my feet, because I don't know what was under the
Wait.
water, but
You would.
I mean, thank God I had my shoes on, because I went in shoes too.
When
like,
do you not have your feet? I was gonna say.
but I mean, like, the shoes helped. I legit went in shoes, long pants, sweaters, shirts. Everything was so gross.
Oh my god,
But yeah,
that's so sick.
that's funny. I went swimming with the ducks, literally. But yeah,
So
what an experience.
honestly, recently they did the first ever, like I don't know how it's called, but like something with the hand. So this guy, right? He was in a fire and he lost his whole like hand, right? So it was cut off from like the wrist, right? The
Mhm,
wrist
yeah.
was off. So then they did this thing where they took like the hand from like another like dead person, and then they connected it and it like worked and stuff.
Dude, where he could still move.
That was the first one ever. Yeah.
That's crazy. It
It's
means like
kinda sick.
science is like evolving.
Yeah, we're getting smarter than
Soon.
like a real hand. You
Bro,
know?
that's
That's
kinda
crazy.
crazy.
Like connecting, because every finger is just everything. The like movement with the
Everything's like connected.
with the like
That's hard.
tendons.
Like, how do you put the veins and stuff
You
together?
need a
and, like, all
professional
that?
like doctor. I
Uh-huh.
think the physical therapist he's going to for his hand is the same my mom's going to, because she also had a injury.
Mhm. But yeah,
But yeah, man, it's crazy.
I have some random stuff like written down for the podcast. Like one of these, this is like off topic and like random, but
Go
like
over it.
the other day, like apparently the CDC, which is like the main health department, released an article on how to prepare for a zombie apocalypse. Like, why now? Or why just release that? Like, that's so random.
Why would they? That means that it's like it could happen.
Exactly. And it's like in the article it says like I mean not the article, but there was this guy that predicted something like a long time ago that in 2021 there would be a zombie apocalypse by a man-made virus or like something like that. And why would they
Seriously?
release it now with the coronavirus going
Holy.
and everything? So like it
You
might
heard it
just
here-
connect.
You heard
like,
it here.
Who knows?
What
That would
am I
be kind of
talking-
scary.
You
like,
heard it here first.
like
Get ready, guys. We've
Now
been
we're-
preparing for this for a long time.
we really have.
So we
but,
used
like,
to just make weapons and stuff.
But like
But that's so crazy.
that's crazy. Like just
Holy.
it's just so random. Like they don't.
Yeah.
I did not expect
Like-
them to like release.
Are they that bored, or is it actually for something?
I don't know, but they could, if they were bored, they could have made articles about relevant viruses
They
or
could've-
like whatever.
Yeah,
Not a zombie apocalypse.
yeah.
but
That's like the last thing.
I don't
They
know.
probably think that it could happen. Yeah.
You never know.
That's
It
so
could happen
crazy.
from anything. Like
Yeah.
so, I found out that like apparently the ghosts of insects could technically come back and haunt you, and that's why sometimes you feel weird feelings. You know what? Like you know when like sometimes you get like when you think of like spiders or something, you just feel like they're walking
Oh.
on you or whatever. Like
Holy.
and so what if it's the ghost
Bro,
of the spiders you killed?
You caught me off guard in the beginning there.
That's what I was trying to get to. Like, what if it's like the ghost of the spiders
Bro,
you
and you get
killed,
that,
and
like-
they're like exactly. You get that weird feeling when you talk about that specific
Holy,
insect. Like,
you just got it right
exactly.
now.
See, like you never know. Like, who knows?
But that's
Like,
it's kind of.
because humans believe in ghosts. Like,
Yeah.
like
Honestly,
that's
it would
human
make
ghosts.
sense
It
if
would
there's,
make
like,
sense.
insect- like
insect
animals,
ghosts.
too.
Yeah. That's kind of scary.
Bro,
That's-
I never thought about that.
exactly. When you think about it and all that, you get that weird feeling.
The beginning that you're like,
Uh-huh.
it's like ghosts.
Insects, ghosts. Yeah, that's weird, but.
Have you heard of the theory about like that? What's it called? That water. Like I forgot what it was called. There's this like type of water. Like
Was it the Dasani one that
a
we were?
Dasani,
Uh-huh,
Dasani, and basically, it's like. So first of all, when you open it, there's like a fizz noise, like if you're opening like salsa or
Mhm.
something.
Yeah.
And the like ingredients you would say or like stuff that's in it, it's crazy. It's like some like acid stuff or
That's
like
so weird. Isn't
yeah.
water supposed to be just water? Like
yeah,
not-
exactly.
Or maybe a few small things,
Yeah.
but like I don't know exactly
Yeah.
what they put in the water. Like I guess I'll just wait to
It's crazy here. I'm just gonna search it up real quick.
bed. Alright.
Alright, so I couldn't really find it, but that's alright. But it's like some crazy
Just
stuff.
still the fizzing that's not supposed
Yeah.
to happen. Like
And it's like a bunch of stuff they put in on the.
that's like the only
And
water
people
that,
say
that-
when
that-
they drink it, it tastes weird.
it does. I don't
Yeah.
that's the only water type that I don't really like. Others
Mhm.
I would drink
Exactly,
any,
'cause
but
it's
not that
like-
one. It's just I don't
Yeah.
know why. Just has a weird taste.
Man, it's crazy. And also, there's this other theory I just remembered. People say that they put salt in the water, so you want to drink more and stuff. And buy more and stuff.
That's kind of
I
crazy.
don't know if it's forever or like a certain type, but yeah,
That's weird.
Mhm.
Like, it's crazy.
honestly.
But
It's
I've
just-
I,
sorry,
yeah.
sorry.
Alright. I also found out this might like be weird. This like, has to do with dogs, but like, what if dogs sometimes lick you because like they know they can smell the bones inside your body, like, because you know how they
Holy
like they
shit.
don't actually care, like they don't actually care for you,
Yeah,
and
like,
they
what are
just
they
smell
licking
the
for?
bones. Exactly. Like, I don't know if I ruined
Jesus.
anyone's like the relationships with the
Be
dogs,
careful with
but
your
like,
dogs, bro. They're gonna.
what
try to
if like
kill
they
you.
actually do just smell the bones inside?
And if
of
dogs
you?
attack you, it's because like they already don't like you.
Cause that's like, oh yeah, cause they attack other people, strangers, or like, and you have
Yeah.
to tame dogs to make them like, kind of like, be like with you and like
Exactly. And
not
that's why
attack
they'll-
you and stuff. Like,
Yeah. Holy.
you never know.
That
Like,
makes sense.
uh-huh.
And like dogs that like bones more are the more aggressive ones. So
Uh-huh, yeah.
shit.
You never know, cause they do. Dogs like bones, so
Exactly.
we have bones.
And they attack each other and stuff.
Uh-huh. Dang.
Jeez.
But yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about.
Honestly. Damn.
I'm still gonna, if I have a dog, I'm still gonna like
Yeah.
care
Yeah.
for it and stuff. But like, you know, that's just a weird
Yeah. I never thought about
conspiracy
this.
or
Kinda
like,
sick.
you know, something like that
Mhm.
to think about and like.
All right. Ready?
Mhm.
You're stranded on an island. Any three fruits. What is it gonna be?
Fruits,
Any three fruits.
oranges,
Oranges.
just because they're like the best
Yeah.
for me at least. Watermelon. Am I trying to
Okay.
like survive or like
It's just
just like whatever?
Yeah.
And I don't
Or if you
know.
want to think of survival.
And I don't know. It's like maybe kiwis. Just because
Kiwis.
now that we've been
That's
having
good,
kiwis
yeah.
more, they're like good.
Yeah, those are really good for you. Those are one of
Mhm.
like the
Those
really good
three,
things.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy with those
Honestly,
three.
yeah. For me, that yeah. If you come into survival, I'll maybe like throw a coconut in there because like the water.
Yeah.
You know.
You got water in
Yeah.
it. Is that even good? 'Cause,
Yeah.
like I've
it's
heard that
healthy,
some
right?
people said that it's not that good, but
Like for you,
I mean it's good for you, but I mean it doesn't
Taste?
taste that well.
but it's actually pretty good.
Really.
All right, we're back. Technical difficulties.
The lights ended up turning
technically-
off by themselves. Something
Yeah.
happened, but now we're back.
Spirits.
We're good.
Some ghost insects.
Honestly, ghost insects.
That's the title of this podcast. No, but
yeah.
basically, so yeah, but I think but it actually tastes pretty.
I don't
good.
know.
I feel like it's certain people.
Some
'Cause
people like it. Some
One
people
time
don't.
I had it, and I wasn't a big fan. But another time, when it's cold, it's the best taste. Like
Maybe it also depends on the coconut, like
probably.
or like how
'Cause
old it is.
I
or,
got
like,
one from like the store, and then another one from like a Mexico, like straight from like they cut it in front of
Oh,
me.
and that's kind of cool.
So yeah,
Which one was better, the one from Mexico or the
honestly,
store?
I don't remember because they were both fire, but there was I don't even know honestly, but I like
Yeah.
them. It's just certain people's
Mhm.
thoughts. But for me, if it wasn't that, it's just my favorite. Probably, I would kiwi, watermelon, and bro, I might have to oranges, but like I don't know, I don't want to say the same. But those are like sick.
Exactly. Those
I
are
like
like
the
the
juicy
three
things.
main. Exactly.
Maybe
Oranges.
like raspberries or something.
Uh-huh.
Those sick.
It's kind of decent.
I like
yeah.
all fruits, but
Yeah, fruits are all good.
when it's
but
like
my main
top
3 are
10,
those.
yeah.
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 Also, one other thing is like, you're not actually afraid of ever being left alone. You're just afraid of someone being with you while you're alone, like a ghost or like some spirit or someone being
Wait,
with
what?
you.
Say
Like
that
you're
again?
not afraid of being alone because you're fine with being alone. You're just afraid of someone else being in the room with you. As in, like, you know, when you're like in the dark or like just alone and you have that
Oh.
feeling that someone's with you, you're not afraid of staying alone. You're just afraid of someone else being in there, like a ghost or whatever, or some like
I
like,
understand
weird,
the
but,
second
like,
thing. I
yeah.
don't understand the first thing though.
it's like it's a different way to
Oh,
think
like
about
how
it.
some
but, like,
people are like,
how like when you're afraid to be alone, you're not actually afraid to be alone. Just like someone else being with you, like you're afraid of.
oh, so when,
the
when people
feeling
say
of,
they
like-
don't like to be,
Uh-huh.
is it like when they say, okay,
They don't like to be alone in the dark or whatever.
Oh,
It's because
but
they're afraid
yeah.
of someone else being there with
or
them
you
and
know
like
when you're like home alone or something, and you had that
Uh-huh.
like,
weird. You start hearing weird
Yeah.
sounds in the house, and that's when it
or
gets
like
the
this
worst.
feeling, holy,
That's
all
when
the
it's
time.
the worst, bro. Usually, I just. You know when you close the light and then you have to run up the stairs or like run
Exactly.
to your room because
Oh
you're
my
so
gosh.
scared. Like
Forget
that's
to,
me.
like turn off
even
the light
though-
then run. Yeah,
honestly,
yeah. It's for any like.
that's like for like most people. Like it's
Yeah.
because you're not actually afraid of being there alone. You're fine with that. You're afraid of someone else being in there with when you turn off the light. You're afraid of someone chasing you or whatever.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah. Like especially like back then, like the kid days.
the imagination was wild
yeah.
back then. Like you would like think
you
of
know.
monsters and stuff chasing you.
That's another thing about like school. You know, drains it
You waste so much
Yeah.
time in school.
in imagination.
At least in my opinion, because
Oh, you remember that thing you told me about that guy that had to like stop or school?
it's like don't really remember.
Oh yeah, so you told me like this YouTuber that's actually doing pretty good had to literally quit school because.
Oh yeah.
Right. Or, like,
He had to quit
anxiety.
school because of anxiety and all that.
It's
And like
crazy. He couldn't go anywhere or anything.
and then after that, and I mean now he's doing good on YouTube and all
Yeah.
that. Like
So that's like
and that's
if you
like
ever-
a crazy thing.
so crazy.
But I mean, it doesn't work for everyone. Like some people, they don't achieve like some stuff.
But
then,
there's
like,
others that like school, so it's just
yeah.
whatever your vision is.
for me, I personally don't think school would help because I do not want a
Yeah.
9-to-5 job.
I think maybe there's still should be a school, but they change
Yeah.
things up. They teach you how to deal with life problems like stress or anxiety, and also more like kind of like you know how there's art and stuff like that. More
Mhm.
like that stuff,
Yeah.
which that could actually be a
They
goal.
should teach you like
YouTuber
main
class,
things.
and also from young, because that's when you need your goal.
And
You know when
that-
they ask you when you're younger, what do you want to be when you grow up?
That's like, and
They
people
told
say
you when you're in
stuff.
college.
Jesus, some of
Jesus,
the more noise
bro.
above us, lights turned off. Like
Man, we got spirits.
honestly,
Next video, ghost hunting. Oh, merch might be dropping soon.
Oh, yeah.
No, just
Dream
drop-
different
dream
merch. That would be
different.
sick. Would anyone actually cop that? Like,
I would cop it.
yeah, like it wouldn't be like trash merch,
Once we
just like
blow
the
up.
dream and different
Yeah.
on the thing. But like, yeah, that would be like
Yeah. think that's a sick like quote.
Uh-huh. But like how we were talking about like before of like stuff, they should teach us more about like investing and all that. Like I'm trying to get into investing.
Oh yeah,
Like,
or stuff like that. Like
like more like how to
that would be like
manage your money and like
yeah, for sure.
all
More
that,
like
'cause,
life
like,
things, you know.
that's
And
what I
like
was gonna
shorter
bring up.
days, not waking
Uh-huh.
up as early, no homework.
I don't get why we have to stay till 3. Just I mean at least where we are, but like
Yeah. And also,
just
what do you have to
wasting
wake
time.
up that early?
Yeah. I mean,
And homework.
I would rather wake up early and not be
Oh, yeah, I
like,
guess,
because let's
yeah.
say we went at 10, that would
Well,
be
I
like
mean,
5.
or at least shorten the school day.
Shorten the school day. Like, we don't learn any, at least I don't learn anything. Some people might, but most people don't.
Yeah,
They're just
forget
on
it.
their phone and all that.
Like people might like I saw some YouTube videos and they don't even notice that they say this, but it's like a joke. Like there's like people and they're like, oh, I forgot everything in school,
Mm-hmm.
but they say it as like a joke, but like not like a joke like they mean it, but like in a funny like way.
Yeah.
But so that's another thing, you know.
Also, you know, when you were younger and your mom or like your parents would be like, what did you learn in school today? You would be like, I don't know. Because you legit don't know. You
Yeah.
forgot or like you don't know
Yeah.
what you learned.
Or
Because
like nothing.
you're not
Yeah.
you're not actually saying what you, because you don't actually know like
Yeah,
what
you don't
did.
remember. For
Exactly.
most people.
For me, that was,
Yeah,
I
that
didn't
was
know it. I didn't
know
remember
other people.
anything.
Yeah. Man.
Only remembered the fun things that we did, like bouncy
Yeah.
houses and all that. Some of the stuff you do in school is lit. So make sure
Yeah,
you enjoy those
exactly.
moments.
I only like school because they're friends and moments. Like
Enjoy
that.
the time with your friends while
Yeah.
you're there and like doing those cool field trips and like all
Yeah,
that.
to
Those
make
are cool.
those moments good. 'Cause
Exploring
honestly,
and all that.
I don't really like I said, I don't remember all those
Uh-huh.
crucial days, but I remember the good memories. Like with
Exactly.
friends.
I
That's the only
remember.
reason I would like school.
I
if
remember
was
me
to.
getting a scar
Oh,
on the
yeah.
beach because
Oh
like
yeah, I remember that.
scraped
You
my
told
knee
me.
on a shell or something like that.
You
And
went
I
to
had-
the beach. It's kind of sick.
So when I was in 7th grade on that field trip, they wouldn't even let us go in the water. Like we were just like on the sand throwing frisbees around. Like it was so funny.
It's kind of weak, but like
Uh-huh.
also you went to the beach, which is sick.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that's like normal thingish.
I don't know how to happen too. Like
I went to like the museum or something.
really, museums for me are like so
Trash.
boring.
Maybe like some things could be kind of
Some
cool.
stuff,
but
yeah.
I'm
I
not
like
into that
learning about
stuff.
like fossils and like
Yeah.
dinosaur museums or
like
like
ancient
animal
stuff.
stuff. Ancient stuff are also
Yeah.
fire and all that, but
Or like knowing, like learning facts about some.
I don't want to offend anyone. But artwork museums or whatever, I would never go.
Honestly,
to those
I'm
or
kind of
whatever.
interested in art.
I don't know.
But it depends what type of art. If it's a sick landscape or something.
Maybe yeah.
But you know, there's different type of art. Yeah.
Cause like there's like fire art or like paintings that I would have in my house, like
Yeah, for
landscapes
sure.
or like quotes.
Or like sick
whatever.
things that are like optical,
Uh-huh.
like illusion or
Yeah,
quotes.
that would be cool. So like the other day I saw footage of like, I don't know if this is true, but like during the Apollo 11, there was apparently footage of an alien or like some like weird figure with during the Apollo 11 missions and
What's
like
that?
all that.
Like going to space.
Yeah, I think it was to the moon, I'm pretty sure, or somewhere.
Wait,
but
they saw that? They
Uh-huh.
saw something? What do you mean?
there was footage of like some like weird creature thing
like
that
there or
like on
flying?
there. It was on the
Jeez. It was like
yeah, it was
did
on
they
the ground,
clearly
yeah.
they saw it or was it far?
It was kind of clear too. Like I
was
don't know.
it like an alien or was it small?
It was kind of. I feel like it was the same size of like a humanish, like.
Oh, so it was like a dude.
But like yeah, it was weird though. It was like on
I'm
4
not seeing
legs.
Avengers.
But like
Jesus.
I don't even know exactly because it was just a weird thing.
Yeah.
But like it was
That's so
clearly
crazy.
moving and like staring
Uh-huh.
at them too. But yeah,
Bruh, space is so crazy.
I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I saw footage of.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Damn. I had this scary story that like I heard from like kind of like friendish, like my friend's friend or something, and like it like keeps going. But
Yeah.
so basically, I'm not really this person, but so their sister was like staying up late, right? Like maybe like it was 3 a.m. or something
Mhm.
on their phone, like watching YouTube videos. And you know when you're just kind of bored sometimes and you're just scrolling, you click on anything.
Yeah.
So she accidentally clicked on this video, right?
Mhm.
And I think I might have already told you this, but it was like there was this like this puppet thing,
Oh yeah.
like, and it started like talk. They were like two puppets. They started talking to each other, and it was kind of creepy. But like, so then she just kept watching a little bit, and so they were, and it could, I think it was like some sock thing, but so they were talking, and then one of them like asked like, "Who are you?" to one of them, and the other one said like the devil, and then
Oh.
after that, both of them looked at the screen, and said her name,
Really.
and then she turned off
That's
her.
so scary.
Bruh, Imagine, I would
That's
literally.
so scary.
They say he's the devil. It's like 3 a.m. and then they say your name.
There's no way to say the name, like
Yeah,
guess
like
it right, like
YouTube?
a random name on
Yeah.
the video. Like no way.
Bro.
That's not a coincidence. That's like some weird stuff.
Yeah.
And it was 3 a.m. too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
3 a.m. is like
Jesus.
the devil
Yeah,
hour or
thing.
something like that. Yeah.
Imagine, bro. It like
Oh
haunted.
yeah.
Holy shit.
That's scary. I got chills thinking about that.
That's because Jesus died at that time, right?
I think so, or something. I don't
That's
really know.
rough,
But
man. Bleeding out all night.
it's crazy. But like, isn't there like a thing where most people wake up between like the time of 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. Like
I feel
mostly
that's
around
kinda
3?
common.
Yeah. I wake up pretty much almost every
Okay,
night. Like
whenever I
around
do
3.
wake up, it's around that time.
People say it's because you're being watched by like
yeah,
something
yeah, I
in the
heard
corner or something in your room. But
Yeah,
like,
when there's like a presence.
I don't
you
really
wanna watch.
believe that. But that's still weird that it's always 3 a.m.
Honestly, like why? Has to be an explanation.
It's
And
happens
it's like
like every
multiple
night.
people. I feel like.
I've like developed like a freaking schedule of waking up at 3 a.m. I
I
don't
feel like
know if
I
that's
used to do it
good,
more. I
I
don't
don't
really
know
wake
if
up
that's
a lot
but
anymore.
it kind of helps because I just plug in my phone to charge at that time. So it's not like all night.
I
It's
just do it
just
all
half
night.
of the
Yeah,
night.
that's kind of good at what you do.
Even though I have to get up kind of and just plug
Yo,
it in.
some people have that skill. They'll be like, I'm gonna take a nap, or like I'm gonna
Mhm.
sleep, and they put it in their head. I'm gonna wake up at 7 or something.
Yeah,
And
I
then
could
they
pretty much do
constantly
that.
have
I don't
time.
set alarms.
I feel like if I set a bunch of alarms every day for the week, and then the weekend I don't put one on, I'll wake up around that time.
Yeah, I've never set up an alarm to wake up for school. Pretty much,
Seriously.
at least this entire year so
Damn.
far, and like I just wake up at 7 all the
That's
time.
kind of sick.
So I pretty much
Really?
have like
You
an
don't
actual.
ever oversleep or nothing?
No, it's always like 7.
Yeah.
Perfect timing
Damn.
too. Like,
It's kind of sick having a schedule like that.
I don't have to rely on alarms.
Yeah.
Also, I found out that this year it's gonna be a cicada season, which means
Oh.
more annoying, and
Yeah.
I hate those things. They always
the noises,
fly
and
around,
they're kind of
make
like
noises.
spooky.
And you know, how you said that one thing, like you saw a fence full of them or
Oh
something.
yeah,
like,
so I was in
they-
like preschool, and they were like all over the like playground. They were like filled everywhere, like so many.
So the cicada season is for the east side. So like
Is
the
that-
east side of the United States. So like where
Is
we
that
live,
us?
kind of.
Ooh.
Yeah, from half of the United States to this side, the east side. So
Yeah.
we're gonna get.
Remember when? Oh, wait, sorry.
I guess I'm pretty sure like we're in the green area, so we're gonna get a decent amount this year, if they're right. I don't really know, but that kind of scares me because I hate those things.
Yeah, I just got like kind of like that feeling
Uh-huh.
like with your theory.
hmm
Remember when we had those little fly things, all like a bunch?
Yeah, those are so
We were
annoying.
like fighting them.
It's because they were all over the place. You
Yeah,
couldn't
there's
even
so many like
take a step without being in
they were like
front of
all
like a
over
bunch
the
of those
air
things, though.
on everything. How does we not like freak out?
I don't know. I feel like
The kid days.
I don't know. We didn't freak about.
Yeah.
We didn't freak out about those things, but we'd freak out about a little spider or something
Exactly.
like that. Like even though spiders are scary, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
Those things I'm
some-
still scared of.
Honestly.
Anything else I'll be fine with, but
Mhm.
not spiders. Those.
Yeah, some spiders.
I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, and it's crazy.
But yeah.
This is kind of random, but like on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you say like you improved on your goals currently? Like whatever goals you have, channel, like
this?
workout.
I've been working hard, but I don't think it really like paid off yet. Like
But like how hard you're working from 1 to 10, would you say?
I would say like at least. Well, this week was kind of slow, but like 8 for this week. But usually like a
Just in
10 or
general,
whatever. Like
10.
I just go. I always work whenever I have free time. Like
So you hear guys, drop a like, you know, because
Mm-hmm.
this is some grind.
I'm always trying to grind because you never know how much time you have until like I
Mhm.
might have to go to work soon, like regular
Exactly.
9 to 5 job. So like trying to make this time worth
Yeah.
it and like keep grinding and
That's
everything.
the hardest.
What about you? Or do you have like a specific goal you're working towards, or like?
Honestly. Alright, so I said this in the beginning. I'm just gonna get right into
Mhm.
my goal list thing. So, basically, this is my goal. Drum roll, please. No. But like, so for honestly, it's not a specific thing. It's like, did I say it wrong?
I don't know. But like
Specific.
it's good.
Okay.
Specific, something like that. But yeah.
Specific.
Uh-huh.
Specifically. Okay, but so it's not like a certain thing. It's kind of just like. So look, honestly, I would like to become like a YouTuber or something, but it's just in general, just being remembered for something.
Mhm.
You know?
That's so.
I
good.
just like being remembered, or if not, being happy with my life.
That's a big name.
But bro, that would be such a dream to just everyone to know your name, Like I seen this thing. So there's this show on Netflix. It's called The Last Dance, and there's basically like this one like clip in an episode, and this like really just got me like this has really got my like wanted me to chase my goals more because it was like this like kind of in like motivated me because it's just so sick. So basically, they were like famous at the time, right? Like and like Michael Jordan, the number one player. So they had to like stay at a hotel because they had to like move to go to games. So he's at a hotel with like some other like security or like managers or whatever. So it's like him and he's hungry, right? It's like nighttime. So they order like a pizza because that was the only place open, and so they got one pizza, right? But when they delivered, there was like 4 or 5 guys that bring it. So then they knew something was up. So then, because they're all like kind of peeking in when they gave him the pizza. So then after that, he like eats the whole pizza, and then at like 12 or like at like 3 a.m. he's just like throwing up like his whole stomach,
Oh,
and he got poisoned, right?
really?
Or like something like that. And then, but then he's such a goat. But he said he's still going to his game the next day. All night he was
That's
throwing
so
up.
crazy.
And then in his game, the whole time you just see him kind of like dead, like something is out of him. And they start losing, right? It's like maybe a little bit more than halfway in, and then something just sparks in him, and he starts going insane. And he was like
Damn.
poisoned, and he like
Did they
won
end
them
up
the
winning?
game.
Holy, that's so
That thing
crazy,
got me.
bro.
He got poisoned. He just went
He really
crazy,
pushed
bro.
through the pain and everything.
That's like, and he's like still remembered, bro. He has shows. That's just another thing
crazy.
about my goal, man. I'm gonna.
That's it. You just gotta go through the hardest points
Exactly.
in life, and then you'll
Cause
get there.
he always would never miss a game or practice, you know. But yeah.
That's a lot of commitment, but
It was crazy.
once you have that much commitment, you're gonna get
'cause
there at some
that was
point.
his dream and goal, you know, his vision. But yeah.
Also, it's like one of the other things. It's like it's not about how much days you live on this earth. It's about how much things you do in each day that you
Exactly.
like enjoy and that you're gonna remember when you grow up.
For
like,
sure.
because you don't actually know how long you're gonna be here, and like so you got to make every
You
day
have to do
count.
everything. You have to die with no regrets. I always say this, but you know, like you can't waste a second. Every minute, every day you waste, it may seem like nothing, you know. And people have excuses that like they might be like lonely or like they don't have anyone to go out with, but honestly, just go and make friends, you know. Like what's stopping you? Like you can, even if it doesn't seem like it, then you can. Because so I heard this like this I just heard this in a song. I was like listening to this old song. It's like called Piano Man, but so there was this one lyric that kind of really like hit me, and it was like, so basically they're like, so it says they're sharing a drink called loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone.
Oh,
So there's someone out there that's also lonely. So you know you have to go out there and just try to make friends and stuff.
Yeah, that's a big.
You know, because then that can be this like change things. Once we start hanging out,
Yeah,
For
that's
sure.
crazy.
and you have to make the right friends.
Yeah, definitely make the right friends. And I also saw this other video which pretty much explained how like God has a plan for everyone. So like there is a way for you, even if you're like your dream, like there is a way for you to achieve it. Like you just got to push hard enough and like go always constantly do the best you can and grind and all that, because it will work at some point. Maybe it's not the exact dream, but you'll find different paths to like different stuff that you like, and at some point you'll settle with something and then you'll enjoy your life.
I said this last time too, but there's some people that are blind and people with a vision. And if you feel like you want to do something, God's put that thought in your head.
Exactly.
He's put that desire in your heart. So that's your vision. You have to go chase it, okay? If you feel like doing something, don't let anyone let you down.